Tomorrow, thousands of El Pasoans will be celebrating the 4th of July, many flocking to Red Sands in far east El Paso County. Often the holiday celebrations end in injuries, calls for help, and sometimes shootings. ABC 7's Rosemary Montañez spoke with officials patrolling these areas. She joins us live now from Red Sands. Rosemary.
That's exactly right, Stephanie. I'm joining you live from a very windy Red Sands. My photographer Tony and I, we actually are in our news vehicle because those wind gusts have definitely picked up in this area. But 'twas the night before the 4th of July, and those off-roaders behind me are ready to go. This is one of the busiest times for this entire area. And while some people want to have some good, clean fun, others aren't really worried about safety.
Drink responsibly and don't get in trouble with people. Try not to get in trouble with people because you never know.
Some El Pasoans already know what the holiday will bring. Anywhere between 15 to 18,000 people are expected to gather at Red Sands and Horizon City. The main attraction, popping fireworks and off-roading. But officials know the dangers large quantities of people brings.
You know, there's a lot of things that can happen, and you know, when large groups of people congregate, especially when people start to drink, that escalates things sometimes. So we would just like to remind people, you know, when we do come out here, we are going to be patrolling. We're going to have increased deputies out here. We're also going to be operating our all-terrain vehicles in remote areas where we didn't have access to in the past.
Red Sands is already littered with alcohol bottles and cans, evidence of popular activities.
You know, any holiday lends for increase in DWIs, underage drinking, you know, every holiday that kind of seems to go hand in hand. You see disagreements occur, and then sometimes, you know, some individuals are carrying weapons and it ends in that manner.
Officials with the El Paso County Sheriff's Office say the difference between this year is that there will be 20 more units patrolling these areas to keep people safe. Meanwhile, the Texas Rescue Patrol is already prepared. They have a fleet of vehicles made for this terrain. They see people get injured because of fireworks, but they also help those who get lost in this area.
Make sure that you do your homework before you venture off into those areas. Ensure that you never travel into remote areas without taking friends with you. So always have a buddy with you before you venture into those areas. Always ensure that you do your research before you travel to those areas.
Tell me the #1 call they get during this holiday is firework-related injuries. Of course, they recommend you go to a professional fire show instead of you popping them yourself. But of course, if you do, make sure to exercise caution. But for now, reporting inside our news vehicle right here in Red Sands, Rosemary Montañez, ABC 7.
And we can see the dirt kicking up behind you, Rosemary. Must be pretty uncomfortable out there. Thank you.